Hello and welcome to Grab 5 Challenge with Susanna and myself. Susanna's channel is named Schnullo and I will link it down below. We already have this Grab the Sketch Challenge together, but we decided to make another one, and that's why we decided for to Grab 5, and these are our 5 items we should use this time. It's white background, yellow, tag or tag stamping, and hearts. And guys, I have to tell you, I had some difficulties with this challenge. I accepted it because Susanna chose these 5 things, but I knew from the beginning I will have some troubles because stamping is not what I'm doing on layouts. So, and I'm going back and forth with this butterfly stamp, but I'm not using it. And the second thing I had trouble with is the white cardstock. I have done some white cardstock background layouts before. They are not my favorite. I prefer to scrap or start my process with pattern paper, so a design paper, because I always have the feeling, man, it's so intimidating. It's like, it's white, what should I do? So, okay, but to this challenge here. It was, one task was to use yellow, so I decided for this picture to, because it's yellow already included in the picture. It's a picture of some blossom from a tree from springtime, and yeah. So, and I'd grabbed 2 yellow design papers from my stash. I don't have a lot of yellow, so that's also a sign that I'm not using yellow very often. And first I thought I should make a monochromatic layout, but then I needed some contrast. I can't do it, I don't know. So I chose this blue with the plus signs, blue paper with the plus signs, and the yellow and the blue paper are from the Pick Me Up collection from Pink Paisley Paige Evans. So yeah, this love chipboard piece, I thought in the beginning it could be my title, but I'm not using it in the end. Okay, so I'm stuck with the corner, and so I'm going to layer my picture, and I'm using again the blue paper and 2 layers of sandwich paper. So of course it's clean sandwich paper, just for scrapbook purposes in my stash. So the corner was a little bit too big, and I don't know where this idea with the corner came from. I just started it, and in the end, I am not sure it was the right decision, because in between I have the idea of making like one strip of paper or strips of paper on the top and bottom, but I'm kind of not going with it because I thought, okay, now you have already this corner, and why cutting into more paper? So I went with the corner design. And here I'm looking for some tags. I have the ephemera pack from the Pick Me Up collection, and down below it's from the Flourish collection, but I can't find the right color. It's, I don't know, it's not the right color, it's not the right blue, and it took me so long deciding on this tag issue because I couldn't find the right tag. I was really struggling with it. It took me, in total, I probably needed like 2 hours for the layout. I had some breaks in between because I went out with the dog, but I would say I sat down for 2 hours to complete this layout, and this is long, guys. So it's, yeah, I was struggling, and most time I was struggling with the tag. So, but first I thought maybe I should just stick down the layers behind the picture, so I have at least this done, and I can continue from this on. I still have the love, and now I'm said, okay, let's do it. And I think now soon you can see my idea with the stripe on the bottom, or have I already done it? I don't know. I don't remember. No, I'm doing it now because I'm separating this bigger piece, and so I have 2 smaller pieces, and then I thought, oh, maybe down there, and then, oh no, you already have this corner. Oh man, guys, I don't know. It was fun doing it, and we will continue doing it because we do these challenges because we keep each other scrapbooking with these challenges. So Susanna and I, we have both busy days as most people have, right? So, and sometimes you forget doing the stuff you really love, and by having these challenges for each other, or with each other, we continue scrapbooking, and we are not forced. Force is the wrong word for it, but we really say, okay, let's take some time and scrapbook. So I found these bigger chipboard, or big, it's actually huge chipboard pieces in my stash, and it says love. So first I thought I should say the title love love, and but then no, it's too much, and I like this magical as well. So I go with the magical, and I grab two hearts. So I have this point from the list as well. So I have yellow, I have hearts, and I have the white background, right? So yeah, it's always I had no idea when I started what I'm doing, and that's why I so kind of get lost and sidetracked all the time, and struggling with the tag again. So should I do it? Should I don't use it? I have this really light bright, or it's a light yellow tag, but it doesn't have enough impact. So in between I even think using a white one, but it's no, because I have this colored corner, and I need to use yellow. I can't go with just white layout. It would be I think it would have been nice having just a white layout and this nice bright photo. I mean, I could say, yeah, I have yellow in my picture, that's good enough, but no, that wasn't good enough for me. So, and now I decide, okay, I need to do something with the title, and yeah, the magical it will be, because it takes up more space on the layout, and since it's a white background, I feel like I have so much space. So what I'm doing here is I don't want to keep it white, so I go in with my watercolors and paint it yellow. So I use a water brush. It's the easiest what you can, or I can do, because I don't need an extra glass with water on my desk, and it dried really, really quickly. So yeah, here I have some distraction. Probably Niels came in and talking to me. So I check if it's really dry, because I don't want to have any issues with transferring paint from my fingers on the layout, because it's a white one. So you will definitely see it. So now it comes to stamping. And as I said in the beginning, I don't stamp on layouts. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with it. So I have this, not this one here. It's stamp set from Great Paper, Good Vibes. Was this the name from the collection? And I chose 5 phrases and stamped it on white cardstock, because I thought I can use it like phrase stickers. So basically you make your own phrase stickers. And in the end, I have to tell you, I only used one of them. And I felt like I was almost cheating with the stamping part. So, but here first I'm stamping them. I'm also not really satisfied with the result of the stamping, but it was good enough. I don't want to do it again. And so I cut them all into right sides. I do it really roughly, like eyeballing it. And then I thought I can place it up in the corner, but it will not be like that in the end. So just cleaning, checking my list, and again, tags, tags, tags. What should I do with the tag? Okay. So, and first I thought the yellow thing would throw me off as well, and the white background, yes, the white background threw me off a little bit, but in the end it was really the tag which gave me the most trouble. So now I'm going through my stash and looking for some alphabet figures, and because I want to have the title Magical Spring, and I don't have any yellow thickers. I don't have any bright dark blue thickers, so I'm going with white ones. But first I'm going to my stash, checking if I find anything else I can use for embellishment, because this layout is really like a minimum type of embellishment layout. I only use the two hearts, the tag, and three phrase stickers, and that's it, right? So I mean the title is kind of embellishment as well, but I don't count it as embellishment. So I'm choosing the right set of figures where I have most of, or I have all the letters I need. I don't have an S, but I'm using this is it a dollar sign? Yes, I think so. But and I cut off the top and the bottom little pieces there, and so I have an S. Okay, so now tag, thinking, what should I do? And I don't know if I had it already, but I had a tag with this from the same paper as the yellow corner. So yeah, I'm thinking white tag, maybe that's okay. And it looks okay, but it doesn't have enough impact. And then I'm thinking about maybe some twine to give it some impact at that place of the layout, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. So what I'm doing in the end, I'm using my crocodile to make a hole, and then I also need some, I don't know what you call it, but this thing what you place on the hole so it's more sturdy. And I'm making one out of yellow, the same yellow paper first, and then I'm making, yes, here, I'm doing one with the dark blue paper. And it's really nice because there are punches where you can make these holes or circles. There are a punch available from We're Memory Keepers, but you don't need it. If you have a hole punch and then a smaller circle punch, or a very small circle punch, you can make any color you like, and you don't need a separate or extra punch. So now I'm deciding on gluing it down on the blue, on the yellow one, and that's the side I'm going to use. Then some white thread or twine. Nope, doesn't like it. It's a go. But this is the end result. So it's really not a monochromatic layout in the end. It's like a dual chromatic layout. So it's blue and the yellow. So everything is blue and yellow, yellow, blah, blah, blah. So adhering it to my photo layers, and then I'm sticking it down. Finally, I'm sticking it down to my background. Yes, as I said, it took me 2 hours, and then at one point I'm thinking it's done, and then I go out for an hour for walking with a dog, and then I come back and I adhere something more to my layout, but you will see it later. So first I'm putting some foam dots or little foam squares on my title, so it will have some dimension and you have this nice shadow behind it. And since it's a little bit delicate, you need really small pieces of foam tape, and these squares are already really tiny, and I needed to cut them even in half sometimes, because at some places I was able to see that I have something dark behind and I don't have them in white. Maybe if they would have been white foam stickers, it would have been okay, but they are black, so you can see it. Like at the G, I was able to see it, and I think on the M as well, I don't remember. So I had to work it out, but it does in the end. So, but it's really nice if you pop something up so it has some dimension on your layout. It's not all flat. I like it. I don't like if my layouts are really bulky, but some dimension I really like. So okay, now I'm crossing out my stuff I have accomplished, like white background, yellow tags, and actually the hearts as well, but I haven't checked it yet. So now I complete my title. It's Magical Spring. I like to do this, a spring layout every year, and always with some blossoms on the trees. Last year, yeah, I also had some trees. So, yep, magical spring. And you see this large yellow corner, it throws me off. It makes me so insecure about this layout. And I will change it in the end. So, because it's too much, it's too bright, there is nothing there. And now I'm getting back to my stamped phrases, and I also go into my stash and grab my Tim Holtz phrase booklets, the stickers. And I like these booklets, they are awesome. I use them very often on my layouts. They are really helpful to give a little touch to it. And I choose one saying for below the title, and then I'm thinking, okay, should I just use it on top? But here, this is the one phrase I stamped, and I will adhere it up on the top of my picture there. So it connects the kind of the picture with the tag even more. And I made a check mark next to stamps with a little smiley, because it almost feels cheating because it's so little stamping on my layout. But it's okay, I used it, I did it, right? So yeah, here I'm talking to Niels because I'm asking him, is it okay? Does it look okay? I don't know. So, but he says, yeah, it's okay. So, and then we went for a walk, and then I came back and I was thinking a little bit, and I decided to make another layer of a corner with the dark blue, and then I distress the paper a little bit with my fingers, so crumpling it up so it has a bit more texture. And then the last thing what I'm doing is choosing two phrases from the Tim Holtz booklet and putting them or backing them with some foam tape and then placing them in the corner on the top, and that's all. So I think this balanced the blue and the yellow a bit better, because before it was too yellowish, and the magical word, or the word magical, is a bit brighter, or it is darker yellow, I mean, than the paper. And this is why it threw me off, because the yellow paper was lighter, and I didn't like it. It's the contrast or how it looked. So now I'm really pleased that I decided to make an extra blue layer in the corner as well. So guys, that's it for our first Grab 5 challenge. Yeah, we're doing it to also use stuff we normally don't use, and that's why we challenge each other, Susanna and I. And yeah, I hope you like it. There will be some pictures in the end. And if you have any comments, or if you'd like us to use specific stuff in our Grab 5 challenge, you can leave us a comment down below. And I would say thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.